Hi guys, welcome to new video. So today we are continuing our series against very hard AIs, and actually we are starting as Beast now, and we will be fighting against the Empire in the first game, as we did as well when we are playing as Empire. Of course, the strategies here are a little bit different because each race is pretty specific. But I will start basically the baseline same, so just send all your minions to gold fields and then start making more of them. Of course, the first thing I also do is uh, group my stronghold to control 4. Then I will probably just send the first minion to gold and the second one will build the arena. And after that, you will just take one from the gold and start building stables. Because even though the stables will build much faster, you will need some more time to actually make a boron there, so you have the population. Because you don't have any farms here like you had with the Empire, but you have borons that you make in the stables, and those borons are giving you some population. Also, the borons can fight, so we'll actually utilize that later. So this minion can actually go to gems, and this minion can go to wood. Of course, make more minions and more borons. The strategy will basically evolve around your basic units, so we'll just make some warriors, then we will make some goblin hunters, and we will actually make them goblin riders, because they can ride borons. That will just make them tankier, and that will be pretty useful here. And then I will probably just add some more trolls. Of course, there might be one thing that might destroy this plan, and that would be if he starts making Valkyries, but as you can see, he's making swordsmen, so at least he will not make only Valkyries, and if he starts adding them to his army, then we'll just kill them with our Goblin Hunters. So here I have 9, 1 and 1, so I will increase it to 8, 2 and 2. And after that, of course, we want to maintain our warrior production, but after that, after a while, I will start also making the goblin hunters. Of course, as I said, they will be riding borons, so you can actually wait with the goblin hunters for a while and pre-mate some borons and then make the goblin hunters pretty fast, because you can actually also make them in the arena. So right now we don't actually have to rush that. So I'll just create more minions, so we have maybe 10 and 2 will be probably okay right now. He's still making only swordsmans, and since he's making another barrack instead of lumber mill, or I mean blacksmith, then he will probably be making even more swordsmans and probably maybe adding the Valkyries later. So we will keep that in mind and just make the army I predicted, because as I said, the goblin hunters should be enough to deal with the flying units. So we already have 10 minions on gold, so I will send one more here. And right now we can probably actually make a small gap here and make the goblin hut. And also we can send this peasant to wood after that, and refill our gold to 10. And now we should have all the minions we need. We don't need more population immediately, so I will just create a warrior first, so we actually stop the gap of production we had here. I mean, he has 5 units, I have 3, but as I said, you can also fight with the Borons. They are like not super strong, but they are still pretty okay. I mean, you have more HP than the swordsman and you have some armor, so of course you have half the damage, but still you can tank some damage with them pretty easily. I will actually add all those buildings to my army production buildings with control 3, because I consider Borons fighting units since we are using them for the goblin hunters. And since Goblin Hunters are so cheap, I will actually just start making more Borons right away. Also, you want to upgrade the Superior Boomerang pretty early, basically after you make enough goblins so you can use all your Borons. You want to start this upgrade immediately because it will actually make them actually viable. It increases the range and the damage, so without that it's not too powerful unit. I will just make the 5th Boron here, and that should be probably enough here. And after that, as I said, we will upgrade the Superior Boomerang. As we can see, he's actually making Blessmate, so maybe he won't make any Valkyries. He'll probably add some either Pikemans or Rangers, or he's just making it so he can upgrade his Swordsmen. Yeah, this is one of the strategies that he can do as Empire, as very hard AI, but it's not too common, so don't really rely on that. He usually doesn't spam only swordsmen, usually adds something to it, but I don't have problem with that. Right now we need 2 more goblins, but I can make them here. And I will also make the dark altar, so we can actually unlock our other buildings. Yeah, it's the same as you have with Empire. With Empire you have to upgrade your Town Hall to Stonekeep and then Castle, and that will unlock the more advanced buildings. Here you just build the Dark Altar, and that will upgrade it. I mean, it's the advantage of this is that you can actually still make your minions while you are basically upgrading your Town Hall, yeah, because the Dark Altar is like the same value as upgrading your Town Hall as Empire, but of course you can't make anything while you are upgrading it as the Empire. So as you can see, I will just mount all my units, and now we'll fight him like this. And then we will make more units. As you can see, he has quite a lot of the soldiers, but I mean we can also add the villagers to fight him. And I mean the Boron Riders have splash damage, so we should easily deal with him. Of course he will probably kill some of my peasants here, so I will have to remake them, but we easily forced him back. And we will be able to heal our army later when we make some witches. That's also the one reason you want to make Dark Altars, so you can start making witches. They will be buffing your units. I think they are buffing the attack speed, and also you can use them to actually use an ability that will increase the damage of all units. It will also increase the damage you take, but it will increase the damage you deal by much more, so you want to use that. And also you can sacrifice the units to heal your other units, so that's usually also useful if you use it with like a Boron or something. As you can see, I already made the 2 minions he killed me, so we are full again, and he's attacking once more. Of course I didn't retreat it here. This is the upgrade, but I won't use it right now. I mean the buff, because he's retreating. He already expanded, but I mean we are a little bit behind in this, so I won't rush it. As you can see, I have like tons of gems, because as I mentioned with the Empire is like the one faction that is most expensive on gems. So you need lots of them, but other factions don't have so much problems with it. So also one more reason why you maybe don't need to rush the expansion so early, because expansion is usually mainly for the gem mine. Yeah, if you just need gold, you usually need like maybe like 2 mines, I mean the base city and 1 expansion, and you should be okay for the whole game. But usually as Empire you will need much more gems than you can get from 2 gems mines, so you will need more expansions. But here I will just stay like this and then make 1 expansion. Also, as you can see, I I will make one more Boron, so we can actually sacrifice him to heal. And yeah, he's attacking me once again. So here I will use the upgrade, and that will increase my damage by 3. And since the Boron Riders have splash damage and they are not taking any damage, it doesn't matter that they got -2 armor. And it's actually even better that they got the damage because, as I said, it's splash, so it will be pretty good. Here I sacrifice the Boron to heal all my units, and I can also start making the trolls, as I mentioned. Actually, I'm considering that I won't even make any expansion because we can just kill him like this. I will maybe make one more witch, so we have the mana for the Bloodlust. That's the upgrade that will increase my damage. And I will probably make maybe one more warrior, one more Boron Rider and one more troll, and then we will kill him. Of course he's attacking once again. I'll probably just add all those units to number 1 and witches to number 2. I mean, the warriors are pretty strong. That's like the one disadvantage they have. They have 0 armor in baseline, but after that it should be pretty okay. He already has priests, that's maybe small problem, but yeah, we have trolls, so I don't think he will be able to fight me without catapults, and he's just spamming more barracks, but no workshop, so actually he has like 5 barracks, and one is advanced barracks, so actually 6 production buildings, plus of course the temple for priests. But yeah, it costs him a lot of resources, so even though he has expansion and I don't, I think we still have stronger army than he does. And now I can actually go for the expansion. I will make it here because I don't think he will go so far, and if he does I will just attack him. And yeah, we can actually go while we are expanding. Of course, always don't forget to write the Borons you make. And we can add the trolls to the same group as witches, and the rest will be in the first group. Also, I think the AI is like a little bit ignoring the power of Goblin Riders, so we should take an advantage of that. And if he runs into you, don't be afraid. You will usually kill him, even though he should calculate it that he will kill you if he runs into you, but usually he doesn't, so don't be worried about that. Just fight basically at any time you want. As you can see, I am totally defeating him here, but he still didn't retreat, and now he does, but that's too late. He lost so many units. So yeah, he can't really predict the power of Goblin Riders, but they are pretty strong. We have one more troll here, so I will add him. And I mean, right now I don't even need warriors in front of my army. Of course, if you want, you can always add them, but I mean, we don't need that. I would kill them with my trolls anyway, so this is pretty okay. As you can see, the Goblin Hunter will just jump off the Boron if he dies. Of course, you are losing population, so always keep making more Borons, but yeah, it's not a big problem if he dies. He can still fight with the same damage, he will still have a splash. Of course, you want to always Bloodlust or Trolls mainly, because they won't take any damage anyways, and they'll be doing even more damage. And of course, you can also upgrade your Borons. As you can see, the Goblin Hunter is much faster without the Boron, but yeah, he's super squishy, so the Goblin Riders are really worth it. As you can see, he already has like level 4. But of course we are not playing Empire right now, so we have like no auras or anything, but still the stats are increasing, I think. If we take a look, yeah, we have like 900, I mean 90 more HP, and probably even some other stats. So always good to level your units and not let them die. And I mean that's something that you can really take care of with the beast, because you can just sacrifice any unit to save any other unit immediately. I mean the heal that you can produce with priests as Empire is much better, but you have the disadvantage that you are just healing by like uh, 2 or 10 health, I don't know how much, but it's pretty small amount, so if there is like burst damage somewhere, then you won't be able to deal with that, and your leveled units might die. Also, as you can see, I have lots of hunters here because the barons are super slow, so even though I'm making them, it will take them some time to get here. And also I'm making the goblin hunters in goblin hut and arena at the same time, while I have only one stables, so of course we don't have so many barons. Actually, you can always make more stables if you want. Actually, here 1, maybe even 2 would be okay. Here he attacked me. Of course we don't have the resurrection, so that's like maybe a problem. Here he actually is attacking me from 2 sides. Oh, I didn't have the time here. But yeah, it should be okay. He's running away. I mean, he still made pretty huge army, so I'm not too sure if we can beat him. But yeah, trolls are pretty strong, so I think we still can win this. Because yeah, as you can see, he's producing lots of healing here, but it's not like burst healing, so I'm still able to kill him with the troll damage, because it's a lot of damage from the trolls, and also the splash damage. He would have to he would need like same amount of priests as all his other units to be able to actually heal the splash damage. Here I will just run on the Boron. I mean, my army is like super unorganized, but even if I'm like not playing well here, we are still pretty okay because it's like super strong. I mean, I probably like the Beast army the most, or actually, I mean, the best time you will probably have is the Empire army, because you have the resurrection, so it's actually pretty easy if you don't pay attention somewhere for some time. You will just resurrect the army and you will be okay, but actually if you pay attention what's happening, then I think this army is actually maybe the strongest in the early game, because unless he makes like some I actually don't even know what he would need to make to beat this as computer, because we just have the burst damage and splash damage at once, and we can increase it even more with the witches, and just there is just nothing he can do that would survive this. I mean, this strategy actually works against all races, so I don't actually know what I'm gonna show you different in the other videos against other races, because as you can see, I can kill the flying units with Borons. I have splash damage if he has lots of weak units. I have burst damage for the high units. I mean high HP units. Also trolls are strong against buildings. So there is just basically no counterplay to this in the opener. So basically no reason to play anything different here. But I will still probably try to make something different in the future videos against the other races, so it actually has some value for you. But yeah, you can basically get away with this strategy in 100% of the times. Also, we already have the level 5 here, and I think it will basically win every single game like this. Of course, it really depends on the strategy he chooses. I mean, he has 0 catapults. If he splashes my Goblin Riders, that might be also a problem. But, I mean, catapults are pretty squishy. And since I have trolls, and also I can increase the damage with the Bloodlust, I would be still able to pretty easily kill the catapults before he could actually do something to me. And if you have problems surviving with the Borons in front and trolls in back, You can always add some melee units in front, like warriors, that you can upgrade them later to berserkers, and you can also make some ogres. So you have actually a lot of options to expand this. And also usually if I'm using this strategy, then I will finish it with building the lizard fortress, and here I will just make lots of warlocks, because the warlocks can make those I mean like wyvern or dragon runes that will rise from the ground and shoot poison on your enemies, and you can also apply the poison fog on your enemies. That's like the beast alternative to human decree. Of course, the decree is much stronger than this, but this will slow the units and deal some overtime damage. And if you add it to the splash damage that you have from your goblin hunters, then overall it will be just really big amount of splash damage plus the burst damage. I mean, it's like super strong army. Uh, it was again pretty easy game. Uh, like how many is that? More than 5 times more kills than him. The XP, of course, this is like the most important thing. We didn't lose anything. I mean, he attacked me only in the beginning, and we were winning in the beginning as well. And of course, now in the end, and of course I didn't even expand for a pretty long time. So as you can see, usually I against the very hard AI, I'm not like rushing the expansions. I rather build some army to defend me for some time, and then I just develop the economic over time. And usually I'm able to kill them before I even need more resources from the second expansion. So yeah, you can usually win just with the one mine, and that should be enough. So yeah, guys, it was pretty nice game, and next time we will continue this series. Of course, again, we will play as Beast, and we will fight a mirror matchup against another Beast. So take care, guys.